Certainly. Here is a comprehensive and detailed historical, numismatic, and cultural overview of your 1958 New Zealand one-penny coin, featuring Queen Elizabeth II. The 1958 New Zealand one-penny coin is part of the pre-decimal coinage system used in New Zealand prior to the adoption of the decimal currency in 1967. New Zealand, as a member of the British Commonwealth, featured British monarchs on its currency. After the death of King George VI in 1952, Queen Elizabeth II ascended the throne, and her effigy began appearing on New Zealand's coinage starting in 1953. This coin represents not only the monetary history of New Zealand, but also its colonial ties to Britain and the cultural symbols important to the nation during that era. Portrait of a young Queen Elizabeth II. She is shown facing right, wearing a laurel wreath in her hair. The style is classical and idealized, following the artistic trends of British coinage. Inscription: Queen Elizabeth II. This inscription reflects her official royal title. Mary Gillick, a British sculptor whose effigy of the Queen was also used on UK and other Commonwealth coins during the early years of her reign. This was the first portrait of Elizabeth II used on coinage. It symbolizes the youthful beginning of her reign and was used from 1953 through the mid-1960s on many coins worldwide. Design features: a beautifully detailed 2A bird perched on a branch of kowai, New Zealand's national flower. The bird is shown in a natural, upright pose, facing left. The branch is filled with drooping yellow kowai flowers and leaves, adding depth to the coin's appearance. Inscription: New Zealand, 1 penny 1958. The dot separators and clean font are consistent with mid-century Commonwealth coinage. Designer: Leonard Cornwall Mitchell, a New Zealand artist and commercial designer. Symbolism: the 2A is a native bird known for its vocal mimicry and unique song. The kowai is a cherished symbol of New Zealand's flora. The combination represents a distinctly national character in the country's coinage, moving away from purely British imagery. This coin was legal tender in New Zealand until 1967, when the country officially switched to a decimal currency system. At the time, 1 penny was equal to 1/240 of a New Zealand pound, following the British monetary system. Pennies were commonly used for everyday small transactions like buying candy, newspapers, and bus fares. Note: coin value depends heavily on condition. Original luster, lack of scratches, and well-defined details significantly increase value. Collectors also seek coins with historical appeal or minting errors. Interest level: moderate to high among Commonwealth coin collectors and New Zealand numismatists. Key appeal: this coin reflects early Queen Elizabeth II portraiture, national flora and fauna, and transitional colonial coinage. Cultural significance: a bridge between British imperial tradition and New Zealand's national identity. The 2A on the reverse is known for its complex, melodic calls, often considered among the most beautiful bird songs in New Zealand. The kowai tree blooms bright yellow flowers in spring and is a celebrated symbol in New Zealand art and literature. 1958 coins are not particularly rare, but well-preserved examples are treasured by collectors. Your 1958 New Zealand 1 penny is a rich piece of both history and artistry. It stands as a tangible relic from a time when Queen Elizabeth II had just begun her reign, and New Zealand was shaping its cultural symbols into the very currency its citizens use daily. Whether kept as a collectible or admired for its design, this coin holds lasting value both materially and historically. Certainly. Here's a comprehensive and detailed overview of your 1967 British 2 shillings florin coin, covering history, design, specifications, symbolism, and numismatic significance. The florin was first introduced in 1849 during the reign of Queen Victoria as an experiment in decimalization. It was valued at 2 shillings or 1/10 of a pound sterling. Its introduction was part of efforts to transition Britain towards a decimal currency system, which eventually. The 1967 florin was among the last 2 shillings coins minted for general circulation under the pre-decimal system. After 1967, few were struck for circulation as decimalization was approaching. The United Kingdom officially decimalized on February 15, 1971, and the 2 shillings coin became equivalent to 10 new pence and remained in circulation for some time before being withdrawn in the 1990s. Portrait features the second portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Mary Gillick. Inscription typically reads, Elizabeth II Dei Grazia, Regina FD. Translation, Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This youthful image of the Queen was used from 1953 to 1970. The reverse of the coin, visible in your image, was designed by Edgar Fuller and Cecil Thomas. Central motif, a large Tudor rose, which is a traditional heraldic symbol of England. Floral emblems around the rose. Shamrock, Ireland. Thistle, Scotland. Leek, Wales. These symbols reflect the unity of the United Kingdom. Lettering, FID Def. Fidei Defensor, Latin for Defender of the Faith, a title held by British monarchs since Henry VIII. 2 shillings. The date, 1967. Condition is key. Coins are graded from poor to uncirculated or even proof. Circulated coins from 1967. Typical value, 10 pence to £1 sterling. Uncirculated coins. Value, 2 to 5 pounds, depending on appeal. If part of a 1967 proof set, it could fetch higher prices, up to £10 or more. The 1967 florin is not rare. It had a high mintage and was mass-produced for general circulation. However, it's popular with beginners due to its attractive design and historical role in the transition to decimal currency. Some collectors seek full sets of UK pre-decimal coins leading up to 1971. The florin was withdrawn from circulation in 1993, when the 10p coin was reduced in size. This coin spans both monetary and historical transitions in the UK, from pre-decimal currency to the modern decimal system. The Tudor rose motif was also used on earlier coins, emphasizing England's history and heritage. Handle the coin by the edges only, preferably with cotton gloves, as shown in your image. Store in acid-free holders or flips. A coin capsule or album with non-PVC pages. Keep in a cool, dry place, away from humidity and direct sunlight.